Alright everybody, give me a second, are we live? Give me a second everybody. Sound check. Forex working. I'm not sure everybody, give me a second, I'm going to refresh the... Alright, we are live, right? Are we live? No, I'm not late today. 2 minutes, alright. Okay everybody, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders all around the world. This is Mike, the FX boss, broadcasting live on YouTube and other streaming platforms like Teams. Happy Wednesday, 1st of October, right? 1st of October everybody, we are in a new month. Remember, never forget everybody, the goal is to bring you from 0 to a millionaire trader in 3 years on average, right? And as always, if you didn't receive the free manual like this one, Forex course 101, the market phase, you know, you have basically 25, 48, 56 lessons everybody, finishing with the Fibonacci's. Please send me an email to mikefxboss@gmail.com. alright, it's for free, it doesn't cost you a cent. And if you want to receive the introduction to Forex course 202, you know, it's called the Little Book of Trading Secrets. Those are the secrets. You have mind traps to deal with everybody. How to solve the mind traps, right? It's also for free. Please visit the website www.fxbossfx.com. Okay everybody, there is going to be a pop-up and it's for free, you know, it's okay everybody. And yes, we're going to talk about, yes, I showed you yesterday about Heraldo's results, right? Okay everybody. Now never forget, you're going to graduate from this course when number 1, you have your chart set up and you're ready for trading. Number 2, you have your strategy in place, you understand how you win, how you lose. Alex on YouTube, hello, how are you? Alex, would you be so kind? I'm going to open Teams, Alex, and I put you in the, Alex, I put you in the learn how to make big money as a trader folder, you know. So, and here I said, hello Alex, I'm not sure if this is you, you know. Alex, I'm not sure if it's this you, Alex. But you said you are Teams, right? Most likely it's not you, right? I'm saying it's like Alex Ferris, you know, and this is Alex Fernandez. So let me find if I can find you. Alex Ferris. Man, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, and I'm not sure which one is you, Alex. Can you connect with me on education? Oh, let me see, I'm going to try to put in the chat everybody, give me a second. Invite to Teams. Alex, I'm going to put my, there you go. Click on the chat and let's see if anything happens, Alex. If you want to connect on Teams, everybody. Can you click on it, on the link? Don't worry everybody, I text you on Teams now, give me a second. I'm looking at Teams as we speak, alright, so I guess this is not you. We have some preliminary work to do everybody. We're talking about that this month event is going to be 18th of October, you know, it's going to be learn how to make big money as a trader, you know, and so we're going to talk about a few things. Okay. As you see everybody on Teams, we have Fibonacci Mastery course, you know, this is then the community, professional and trader, Mike Speedballs, then we have the virtual office, then we have the market wave mastery, then we have for Brazil, you know, it's Juntos, this Brazilian, then we have Kosta Cap, Mike Lazy crypto portfolio, how to hedge as a pro, system trading, and now basket trading course. Then we're going to have the last one is going to be how to make big money as a trader. So Alex, I didn't receive anything yet, I'm waiting, okay? No, everybody thought is asking the course is going to be on Google Meet, but on Teams it's a community, you know, like in here, everybody, see everybody, you know, you can talk to each other, and people are traders, are sharing ideas, asking questions, you know. Juan is the last one from California, sunny California, is asking questions. Julius is answering. Okay, Alex. All right, so I have you. Where is you? Oh, sir, can you see my? Oh, okay, so that's you, right? Alex Fernandez. All right, so can you? So give me a second, Alex. Alex, how you? So are you here, Alex? Oh yeah, hello, sir. Okay, it's me. Alex. Okay, okay, all good. All right, thank you very much. Oh, Douglas is here, everybody. The boss is here. How are you, Douglas? Douglas is also a professional trader, everybody. You know, you can talk to him now on YouTube. All right, everybody. And on Saturday, if somebody it's curious, we're going to have a meeting on at 10 a.m. Brazilian time, everybody. We're going to have a meeting with a new potential partner. You know, we're going to see how this goes. It's called Axi Corp, Axi Trader. You know, we're going to see. Thank you, Rex. I have it. All right. So moving forward, everybody, there is disclaimer. The webinar, it's not trading or investment. This stream is not trading or investment advice. And you know, again, if you didn't receive the manual, please type yes. You can talk to Douglas, everybody, if you want. Douglas is on Teams too. This is the community folder, professional traders Mike Speedbull, and you can talk to Douglas, ask questions, you know. All right, Douglas was up 70% this year, right, Douglas? Consistently profitable and everything. So what do we have today? We have learned how to trade support, resistance, pivot points in the market structure. Okay, everybody, so what we're going to learn today is that we have a market structure, right? It's also called the market wave. Let's go in. So this is going to be the yellow. And then you have the short-term trend, right? You have the higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Then you have lower lows, lower highs, the short-term trend. And then you have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, you know. And this is then the short-term trend on the market structure. And the question is, it doesn't really matter where you are, okay? How are you going to trade the resistance or resistance, pivot point, example, right? Example, pivot point, and then you have a pivot point, and then you have a pivot point in here, and then you have a pivot point in here, and then you have a pivot point in here, and then you have maybe support down in here. Okay, everybody, can you see it? And this applies to, Douglas says yes, and this applies, everybody, to all time frames, alright? Now remember, support, resistance, pivot points are from the monthly chart, but then you are going to trade your market wave, market structure, you know, on the smaller time frames. Make sense, everybody? And this is the lesson, how to trade, you know, at support, resistance, you know, pivot points. Alex is asking on YouTube, where are you from, Douglas? Okay, everybody, you partner up, you can talk to each other, alright, stay connected. And it's going to be super interesting, everybody, in the you know, I know I'm keep repeating myself, but some of you might be new to the show. And you know, talking about teams, everybody, do you see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we have 8 different extra courses for the advanced traders, right? We have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One is missing anyway. We have 7 extra courses, everybody, Hello Nandozi, how are you? And in a community I was asking, you know, like everybody, which one do you want to be the last course of the year? I know yeah, John, I keep repeating myself, but somebody it's new, maybe on YouTube, you know, it's the first time. And the curious thing is everybody that, I'm not sure my pronunciation in English is good, but unanimously, you know, 30 people said we want to have the learn how to make the big money course. Isn't this curious, everybody? You know, this everybody, when you come to consistently profitable, right? Then the last instance is, so I showed you yesterday, right? This is Heraldo, everybody. Heraldo, this is Heraldo's account. It's 68% up, you know, and he's making 1%, 3%, 4%, 1%, and then June 10%, 10%, 10%, 13%. All right, and I had a class with Heraldo yesterday, Forex course 2, the advanced institutional trader course, and we were talking about exactly about this. That he's making he's killing it, but he's killing it on a on a $1,000 account, you know, not uncommon, makes sense, everybody? And we talked like me and Heraldo, you know, we talked like, said, man, I'm rooting for you, and potentially you are a millionaire next year, but we need to see, you know, how your self-image is, you know, in this. I don't want to talk too much because we're in class, but you know, this is the context of the learn how to make big money as a trader, you know, because 90%, look at the blue, you know, it's here, fact, 90% of professional traders don't make big money. All right, yeah, Aldo is going to be there too, Todd, you can talk to the guy, Douglas is going to talk, Melissa is going to talk, Heraldo is going to talk, and Mattia is going to talk. Those 4 guys, super advanced traders, those guys are going to talk and share, I mean, a lot of experience, a lot. So we can learn from those guys. Me too, yeah, of course. What about you, boss? Me too. I'm going to punch in the face, you know, with the knowledge. But you know, you cannot relate to me. Make sense? But you can relate to Douglas. You can relate to Douglas is here on YouTube. You can relate to Melissa. You know, you can relate to Mattia, you can relate to those guys, because those guys are in the same place as you are, at least they were at the same place as you were like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. And they're going to tell you, now, you know, we're going to talk about relapse a lot. You know, we're making money up 50%, 60% for the year, and then I relapse. You know, I did this too multiple times. So there is a science behind, makes sense? We have, you know, learn how to make big money. You could have problems on the fear side, which is Heraldo, and this is the difficult one, fear of losing money, fear of big numbers, you know, or you can have issues, problems on the greed side, which was me and Douglas, by the way. Max on Teams, yes. The greed, it's easier to solve compared to fear. But it's still a learnable, everybody. It's still a learnable skill. Makes sense, everybody? All right, back to class. So we're here. Hedge fund trader Alex, hedge fund trader Nandozi, hedge fund trader Douglas, please type in the chat a currency pair, and then we're going to check live what to do. Type in the chat a currency pair and the time frame, and then we're going to see how this market behaves, how to trade. All right? Thought the strategy, it's your, yes, yesterday it was the strategy, everybody. Did you like yesterday lesson? How to trade consolidations? But this is not a strategy thought now. We're going to see, everybody, you have all different strategies. We're going to go just on the live market chart. with support, resistance, pivot points, and then we are going to Douglas is the first one, NZD/JPY 4-hour chart, everybody. Okay, let's open NZD/JPY 4-hour chart. See everybody, if you didn't build your charts, if you are not building your charts, now it's going to be difficult. If we have time, we're going to go to GBP/CHF. Alex, what time frame? First NZD/JPY. Hopefully I have support. I do have support recent pivot points. Alright. Okay everybody, so remember you should have your charts, right? Everybody. Now I'm going to delete the Fibonacci's. We are not there yet. What I don't have, it's the market wave, right? We talked about market structure. Okay. So, but we can see on the 4-hour chart, everybody, we can see, right, it's extension. Give me a second, everybody, I need to go here and I'm going to yellow and bolder, and there you go. Here back again, and make it transparent, right? So one more time, everybody, we're going to go. This is going to be the extension, retracement, extension, right? The shortened trend, the change in the shortened trend on the 4-hour chart. Boss, I cannot see it. Give me a second. John, same boss, I'm not seeing it. All right. So this is the market wave. Okay. And now it's up in here, right? Everybody, look at this. It's not 100%, right? This knowledge is not 100%, but look in here. Isn't this curious how the market reacted in here? Isn't this, I'm amazed every single time that I see, you know, especially in the small time frame, like how this market behaves. Look at this. Did the market like hit the pivot point to the pip? You know, now here was no reaction, it just break through, you know, at least yeah, it didn't, you know, it didn't do the bounce back, but anyway, now it's falling down. Makes sense, everybody? See? Alex's daily GBP/CHF. Okay, isn't this curious, like interesting how this market behaves? Okay, now what's the plan, everybody? If we talk about, you know, the short-term trend, right? And it's extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, right? Give me a second. If I'm not mistaken, of course, you know, it's now the right time to enter NZD/JPY short the market, short in the market, everybody. What's the plan? So you've learned counter trend line break, right? The change in the short-term trend, counter trend line break. Guess what is going to happen down in here? This is not 100%, but 7 times out of 10. What is going to happen down in here? Boss, can I enter right now? Hedge Fund Trader Alex, Hedge Fund Trader Douglas, Hedge Fund Trader Nandozi on YouTube, Todd on Teams, it's asking, boss, can I enter short right now? What's the answer? Share some ideas. What do you think? Can I enter short right now? Remember, the entry applies that you are going to have a stop loss and you are going to have a take profit. And from Forex Course 101, you must not risk more than you make. Alex is saying, well, the market is going to, Alex on YouTube is saying, well, the market is going to retrace down in here. Can I enter right now, everybody? There is no right or wrong. Can I enter right now? Todd is asking on Teams, can I enter right now, shorting the market? Yes, but it's risky. Everybody, you can enter risk in 0.25, but this is, you know, you can enter risk in 0.25%, why not? And text, I'm not sure what is this one. Oh, here it is, black. And text again. You can enter risk in 0.25, but the biggest issue is where should you put the stop loss and take profit? If you put the stop loss up in here, like Schwarzenegger said, up in here, and this is the stop loss, and you go for, you know, if you want to risk, well, maybe, you know, maybe 1 for 1, right? Maybe, just maybe, you know, maybe just maybe it's 1 for 1. Okay? Everybody, you must follow your strategy, makes sense? In the Forex course 2, you are going to learn that you must follow the rules of your strategy. Okay? Don't get into FOMO, fear of missing out, you know, like, oh, it's going down like crazy, so I need to partake in this. Well, you know, Elvis has left the building and the train has left the station up in here. Make sense, everybody? We've learned all of this, everybody, you know, how the market behaves in the short-term trend too. This was the retracement. My bad, everybody. Sorry about that. My bad, everybody. Sorry about that. And this was the retracement on the downtrend, right? So this was the end of the retracement. Now the market structure is the yellow. All right, everybody. Yellow is the market structure. Can you see it? There is no right or wrong. It's your strategy, exactly. Okay? So this is now, what's the plan? There is no right or wrong. You can trade whatever you do. Try not to get into FOMO, everybody. Okay, Todd, you can enter, but you're going to go 1 for 1. Make sense? Now, look at here, look at this, everybody, market wave, right? And can you see, this is the 4-hour chart. Let's say that we were here, right? Back in time, fair enough. We were trading, we're going to do an exercise, okay? We were here back in time, and, you know, this was then the retracement, right? Okay, this was the retrace. So this is what you see. You see the market structure is down, the market wave is down, and we are here right now. Can you see it, everybody? And you have all of these support, resistance, pivot points, and we are here now. So I'm going to move the mouse, all right, and I'm going to 1, 2, 3, bam. Does anybody want to buy this market? Does anybody want to buy? It's risky to enter right now, says Nandozi. Yes. We are in a retracement on the market structure, you know, we are in the retracement of the short-term trend. Do you want to buy, everybody? Type in the chat, YouTube, students, traders on YouTube, YouTube. Do you want to buy? Or do you want to sell? What you're going to do in here? Douglas says, no. No. Forex Course 101, it's all about learning to understand probabilities, alright? So when the market wave is down, when the market structure is down, and you can trade everything that you want. So we are here right now, we are in an extension. The market's making lower lows, lower highs, so the short-term trend is going down. But now the short-term trend is making higher highs, higher lows. Okay? So talking about probabilities, there is no right or wrong. We have day traders, intraday traders, but talking about probabilities, which direction has a higher chance of success? If you buy the retracement on the downtrend, or that you sell the extension on the downtrend, which one, in your opinion, has the better probability, better chance of success? No, but trading the short-term pattern might cover the risk-reward ratio. Exactly, thank you very much. See everybody, this happens all the time, right? Especially on the smaller time frame. And most of you that come to the advanced course, you say, oh, I'm going to trade extensions and retracements, you know, which is not wrong per se, but if you buy or if you sell, which one has, when you compare buying the retracement on the downtrend, on the blue, you know, when you buy the retracement on the blue, or when you short the blue, comparing the buy to the sell, which one has a better chance of success? Sell has a high probability. Alright, teacher Alex, I'm the student, you're the teacher. Why? How do you know? Day traders, this is advanced trader talk everybody, but day traders, they also know that when they go against the short-term trend, when they go against the market wave, they are going to risk less in retracements. Okay? The swing trader is going to take advantage, everybody. This is the Forex course 202 conversation. The swing trader is going to take the ride from here down to here on the daily chart, 4-hour chart, whatever. You know, day traders, intraday traders from the 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart, whatever, you know, they're going to sell extensions, but then they're going to try to capture also retracements. Alright? So we know that retracements, applause to Alex, because everything is down, the market structure is down and the short-term trend is down, right? Boss, does I was waiting for this comment, you know, Jean-Paul is asking, you know, on Teams, boss, is it wrong to buy the market or what? No, it's not wrong. Day traders do this, makes sense everybody? But you are learning now how this market moves and you're trying to understand probabilities, you know. So we are here right now and we're asking, okay, would you buy this market as a day trader, intraday trader, whatever? Most of you said correctly, no, I would not. So let's move forward, let's move forward, let's move forward. Would you sell now, everybody? Would you short the market now? Would you short the market now, everybody? Would you short the market? Would you short this candle, the blue candle? There is no right or wrong. Would you sell it? There is no right or wrong. Would you sell it? No, why not? There is no right or wrong. Why wouldn't you sell? The market hit the pivot point and now it's reversing, retracing, whatever. Why wouldn't you sell? There is no right or wrong on the strategy. There is no right or wrong on the analysis. We're trying to learn probabilities, right? Why wouldn't you sell? Just an example. There is no right or wrong. No, I would not sell. All right, all good. Why not? Yeah, I'm going to read after. I'm waiting for you to wait for the previous low. Exactly. Because the market is still making higher highs, higher lows on the retracement. So it's not the time yet, not the time yet, not the time. See what would oh, would anybody buy? Look at this beautiful counter trend line break. Would anybody buy this retracement? You could make some money buying the retracement. Would anybody buy? So the market is up in here and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and extending the counter trend line, right? You know, would anybody, we have a counter trend line break, closed body candle, that's a rule. Oh yes, but there is no yes, but that's a rule. Closed body candle, the market broke the counter trend line. It didn't break the low. Right, Alex, it's correct. Everybody. So we have a counter trend line break, but didn't break the low. So we're going to wait, and now we have the break of the low, right? That's the low of the retracement, and now it didn't form it, but at least we, the market broke this low, so we're not in an uptrend anymore. There is no correction, there is no retracement anymore. Okay, how many of you online would you now short the market? And would you, I don't want to show much, and when you say yes, think a little bit, would you sell the short-term trend or would you sell the market structure? What would you sell? Everybody. This is not the correct charting, everybody, but if I'm not making any mistakes, I'm not talking about the short-term trend, okay, just an example, alright? Not to waste too much time of going back and see relevant highs and lows. This is the blue is the short-term trend example, and we are now right in here. If you would sell the market, would you sell the short-term trend, everybody, or would you sell the market wave on NZD/JPY 4-hour chart? Hedge Fund Trader Alex on YouTube, Hedge Fund Trader Nandozi on YouTube, Hedge Fund Trader Douglas on YouTube, and everybody else on YouTube. Two questions, would you short the market now? And where would you put your stop loss? Would you put your stop loss at the stop loss number 1? Would you put the stop loss at the stop loss number 2? Or would you put the stop loss at the market structure, which is up in here? Oh my gosh, stop loss number 3 up in here. Now it's stop loss number 3. Stop loss number 3 is, whoops, what happened? Give me a second. Alright, stop loss number 3, stop loss number 2, whoops, stop loss number 2, it's up in here, and stop loss number 1, right? Stop loss number 1 is here. Stop loss number 1 is here. Douglas with number 3. No, there is no downtrend. Alright. So Nandozi would not enter. Douglas would go stop loss number 3, everybody. So I'm going to zoom in. This is the stop loss number 2. Stop loss number 1, sorry, number 3. And give it a second. Here we have now the break, right? I'm waiting for Hedge Fund Trader Alex to position himself with the decision. Would you short the market now, yes or no? Nandozi said no. Douglas said yes with the stop loss number 3. Alex, we're waiting for you. I'm not sure if Clara is here, Olga, if you're here, Shantana, if you're here, Melissa, if you're here on YouTube, everybody. I'm not sure if Alexander is here, David. I will enter with stop loss number 2 on the short-term trend. Alright. So let's see how this is going to go. And that's Alex, by the way. This is the stop loss, right? We're going to just change colors. Not this one, and there you go. Alex, do you want to go 1 per 1, 1 per 2, 1 per 1.5? What do you want? Remember everybody, in the Advanced Institutional Trader course, Forex course 202, you are going to learn different techniques, okay? But now we are in the Forex course 101, so you must not risk more than you. This is a phase of you learning this stuff. In the advanced course, it's a different story. We're going to have set and forget strategies. Okay, we're going to do different stuff. Alright, so Alex saying 1 per 2, and I'm going to clone one more. Alright. Okay, now that was the plan, which is super cool, everybody. And now you've in a trade, everybody. Do you see the market? Now what is going to happen now? You know, the market is falling. Everybody, now Alex, you're in this trade with Douglas. Guys, what do you think is going to happen in the next few candles 7 times out of 10? What do you think is going to happen in the next few hours 7 times out of 10? Question number 2, are you ready emotionally? Are you emotionally prepared? Boss, what are you talking about? The market, you made profit from here to here. You know, you're making money, right? From here to here. Now, there is something in front of you. It's called the pivot point. You know, you are making money from here to here. And now down here it's a pivot point. Are you emotionally prepared to sustain the pressure? Are you emotionally prepared to see that the market is going to eat all of your profits? You know, what do you expect in the next? Alex, retrace. I have confirmed from the hard time frame for Senandozi. Yes. Okay. It's going to retrace. Alex, are you prepared to see your profits go to dust? Everybody, you must learn this stuff, okay? You must really, it pains me to say, but you must learn how to think. Make sense? It's not about just trading. Most people don't know how to think. We think in the wrong way. Make sense, everybody? Hello, Olga, how are you? A bit late today, don't worry, you had a recording. Everybody, you know what happens when you buy or sell a candle, and as soon as you sell, the market goes against you? What happens with you emotionally? Everybody, so Alex is saying, oh, I'm expecting a retracement. Are you emotionally prepared to sustain and see the market eating all your profits alive? I will take my profit here. Okay, now everybody, you know, rule, all right, rule, if you take profits before the take profit level, which is a goal, okay, give me a second, everybody. If you take profits before the take profit level, which is your goal, everybody, from the strategy, you know, hear me out, you must re-enter the trade. Okay, everybody, this is a risk management issue, risk reward. Okay, risk reward, oh, give me a second, risk reward management rule. Okay, everybody, if you take profits before the take profit level goal, then you must re-enter the trade. Oh yes, but period, end of story. Okay, Alex? Is anybody online who does not understand why? Type in the chat, boss, I hear you, but I don't understand why I need to, why it's not I should, it's not I could. You must re-enter. Everybody, if this is the, you enter here, everybody, you enter here, give me a second, you short the market here, just an example, alright, and you go clone, and you go 1/2 risk reward ratio, example. Okay, that's the plan, makes sense? Just an example for you to understand. You've entered here shorting the market, and so your stop loss level, it's up in here, right? SL, stop loss. This was the initial plan. But then the market was going down and down, you know, and here you, for any reason, doesn't really matter, you know, you said, I know that the market is going to go against me 7 times out of 10, you know, exit, you exit the trade, everybody. If this would be the example, if you do this, you know, so far, what are you really doing? Alex says, okay, sir. You had a plan, everybody. You had a plan to risk 1 Bitcoin, 1 euro, 1 Ferrari, whatever, and to make 2 Bitcoin, 2 euros, 2 dollars, 2 Ferraris. But then you've entered, you exit, you see the pivot point is coming, or support, resistance, whatever, you know, and then you exit the trade. This was the initial plan, the yellow rectangles, but you've exit with the green, and you believe you are smart, and you might be happy. What if you forget about this trade, everybody? I'm going to help you. This was the plan. You know, you get out with a small profit, you know. Can you see on the chart what you're really doing? What you are doing, everybody? Type in the chat. Share some ideas. I'm telling you in the face, you are never going to make it like this. Forget about Douglas. Douglas is an advanced trader. This is Forex course 101. When I'm telling you, learn the first skill, you know. Some teachers, some mentors tell, oh, risk reward, it's BS. It's not BS. Because you are first an analyst. You know? There is a step-to-step process on how you learn. The advanced course, it's fair enough, yeah, but in the advanced course, it's an advanced course. You have different risk models, different risk strategies. It's another story. So now I'm going to get out of the trade, as Alex is suggesting. Am I risking more than am I making, or am I making more than I'm risking? How it's my trading on the demo account? Ah, ring a bell? Ring the bell in your head, everybody. You had a plan, but now you didn't follow the plan. You know, you get out with a small profit. How many of you online are taking small profits? You have one dollar on the account, or $15 on the account. It's a small profit, and you close the trade. And you close the trade, and you close 5, 7, 10 trades in a row, just $3, $5, $15, $20. But then when you look at your account goes your account goes down step by step, right? And you're thinking, how is this possible? I'm making all this money, and you know, it's I'm making all of those profits. You know, how is possible? I'm making money, and my account goes down. How many of you can relate to this? This is knowledge. You must learn to understand that what you're really doing, you are. Does this make sense to everybody? When I say you are risking more than you're making, does this make sense to you? Does this ring a bell in your mind, in your brain, like, ding, you know, oh, wake up, you know, it's... Alex says, it's true, sir. So I'm going to make 5 of those, everybody. I'm going to pocket small profit, small profit, small profit, small profit, and then it's going to be one like this, you know. Same story, you know, you're going to have a plan, clone, you're going to have a plan like, oh, I'm going to risk 1 euro, 1 Bitcoin, $1, whatever, you know, and then the market is not going to give you any profit. It's going to go and against it, is going to stop you out. Does this make sense? One, if you are taking 1/5 of profits, example, you know, when you look at the risk reward ratio, if you are taking $3, $5, $7, $12, $40, whatever, if you are taking small profits like 1/5 of the risk reward ratio, then one stop loss is going to hit 5 of your small profits. Does this make sense? Boss, where will you enter? Where should we place our stop? Nandozi, according to your strategy. Download this lesson from YouTube when it appears, rewatch it a few times. Help your friends and family to understand this, everybody. You know, don't listen to other people, you know. Oh, risk reward ratio is BS. It's not. Okay? We can have a debate with advanced traders about, you know, techniques, but you are an analyst so far. Alright? Nevertheless, we are down here. We get out with Alex. Let's see how this goes now. We are down. This is the market, Alex. Would you enter right now, Alex? I'm showing you the Alex got out with the profit. Alex is happy. Now Alex must re-enter the trade. So we're going to wait and wait and wait. Alright. Alex, do you want to re-enter now? We have a counter trend line break. Do you want to re-enter right now, Alex? You have a counter trend. The market retraced a little bit. Counter trend line break. Do you want to re-enter? Boss, I don't know, says Todd. Exactly. You should have, when you build your strategy, you should have rules on how to re-enter. Does this make sense? And up in here, you've entered with 0.5 lots. Example. Down in here, you cannot enter with the same lots. Why not? Because the market already dropped. So when you re-enter here, your risk reward ratio, see everybody, your first, now talking about pips, talking about points, your risk was this one with the first rate. But now that you've re-entered, or if you're going to re-enter, look graphically. Is your risk in pips the same, or did your risk in pips just increased? Alex says, I don't know exactly. See everybody? Boss, can you give me an example? Well, you can have rules like, okay, I'm going to enter with a counter trend line break, or I'm going to enter with a counter trend line break at past resistance, or now that we're on the 4-hour chart, I need to see a short-term trend on the 30-minute chart, and then see a break on the low on the 30-minute chart. All of those are rules, everybody, that you must build for yourself. Does this make sense? In the advanced course, I'm going to give you 15 strategies, mine too, for you to look at and decide and see, but in the last instance, you're going to build your own. Does this make sense? So let's say that Alex is going to say, alright, it's just counter trend line break, I'm going to enter again, stop loss at the same level as before. Now I need to recalculate the lots, you know, the volume on MetaTrader. Make sense? How many, the volume or the lots. Am I going to short with 0.01, 0.02, 0.03? So these lots, the volume of this rate, it cannot be the same. Make sense? And this is where, again, 80% of you don't listen. It's too much hard work. You believe, oh, the market is going to fall, I'm going to, it was 0.5 lots volume here, so down here I'm going to enter with 0.5 lots. You know? So let's see what's going to happen, and pivot point again, right? See everybody, now you've entered with the same lots and the market goes against you. What is going to happen now? I'm going to tell you what is going to happen now. The drama. The drama now. You made money, you got out, then you didn't recalculate the lots. You've entered with the same lots and now you are losing big. And you see these profits that you just made evaporate, don't you? And you start questioning your education, your strategy, you're blaming the market, oh, why is this happening to me, right? Everybody agreed? And because you didn't recalculate the risk, now it's the drama again. Oh, I made 15 bucks, now I'm losing 17 bucks. Example. Alright? So we're going to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, see how the market is going to scare you. It went from one pivot point to another. Do you see? The market hit this pivot. Can you see everybody? And this is if you are not emotionally trained. You're going to get emotional and scared. Some of you are going to click the mouse and get out with a small loss. Yes or yes? Yes or yes, everybody? There is no right or wrong. This is not a strategy. If this would be the entry, the rule is stay in, stay in, stay in. Nobody says it's easy, but you should stay in. Otherwise, talking about your strategy, this would be another counter trend line break where you should enter, where you must enter, And now we're back here. What are you going to do down in here? What is going to happen 7 times out of 10? And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's wait. Okay, moving forward, everybody, how many of you want to short the market in here? We have 5 more minutes. And stop loss, again, I don't want to show it too much. Do you want the stop loss on stop loss? Still the same stop loss levels? Do you want to have the stop loss on the stop loss number 1, the stop loss on the stop loss number 3, or stop loss number 2, stop loss number 1, stop loss number 2, stop loss number 3, the same stop loss? You are trading patterns. Boss, can I have a different stop loss? Yes, you can, but you must know what pattern you are trading, alright? Because different patterns have different rules. Hedge fund trader Alex, hedge fund trader Nandozi, hedge fund trader Douglas. Would you enter here again? Stop loss doesn't make sense. Great. Why? Tell us why, Alex. Tell us why stop loss doesn't make sense. Which one? Stop loss number 1 doesn't make sense. Stop loss number 2 doesn't make sense. Stop loss number 3. Everybody, we can implement another one if you want. We can implement the candle if you want. Let's get. You can choose also stop loss number 4 if you want, everybody. The candle, stop loss number 4. Unless I trade on the 15-minute chart. Well, on the 15-minute chart, everybody, you have patterns too. Alright, this is just an example. Okay. Douglas was first, so it's NZJPY for our chart, alright. Tomorrow, Alex, we go on the 15-minute chart, alright? Alright, Alex? We go to GBP/CHF 15-minute chart tomorrow. But everybody, you are going to learn the same concepts, make sense? You must re-enter if you profit take before, you must re-enter. And your stop must go on the pattern that you are trading. Alright? Forex course 101 rule. The only appropriate stop loss. Oh yes, but there is no yes, but. The only appropriate stop loss is on the pattern that you trade. Doesn't matter what time frame. If you have market structure on the 15-minute chart, you have a stop loss on the market structure. If it's the short-term trend on the 15-minute chart, you have the stop loss on the short-term trend. If it's a candlestick formation on the 15-minute chart, you can put the stop loss on the candlestick formation. Because we have pivot point and the stop loss is bigger than the take profit. Everybody, you'd say when is the stop loss and the take profit, make sense? You decide where to put the stop loss and you decide to take profit. But Alex, it's totally correct, everybody, and you can ask Douglas too. You are on different time frames and you might be making money, and you see something like this example. You see the market from before making double, you know, you see the market from before. It's totally normal, everybody, right? Don't judge yourself. Try to understand. You see this and you see here double bottoms, you know, and you've shorted the market in here, you know, and I'm telling all the guys, short the market, sell the market, go short. Make sense, everybody? It's making lower lows, lower highs, and it's going down, but your brain simultaneously is saying, oh, but we have double bottoms in here at the pivot point. Does this make sense? So most of the guys online, you're going to learn, do not enter here, and then the market does this, and does this, and does this, and does this. Make sense? Support, resistance, pivot points become problematic if you understand those as barriers. Does this make sense? Isn't this market falling, everybody? You know? Can you see here pivot points? Didn't the market went through and through and through and finally bounced up in here? So if you are scared and scared and scared, and your issue is the stop loss and the stop loss and the stop loss, how are you going to make any money? Does this make sense? Your issue is not the strategy, your issue is the understanding on how this market behaves. Alright, everybody, I need to go. Thank you very much for your time. Hopefully you've learned something. Okay, come back tomorrow with questions. Yes, it's going to be 18th of October. We have to learn how to make the big money as a trader. Okay? Alright, everybody, see you back tomorrow. Thank you for the time. Until tomorrow, stay strong and look at the charts as a boss. Never forget you're the boss of your account.